To the untrained eye, the signs are easy to miss, but to those versed in sign cutting, even subtle things like a broken branch can be telling. We spent the day with agents in the rugged mountains near the border to see how it's done. 4 days on foot from the border, where coyotes and rattlesnakes rule, migrants and those trying to steal them into the U.S. travel a well-worn path.
Footprints right here.
Border Patrol agents Tim Hamill and Payam Tanaomi track them using the ancient art of sign cutting.
We look for footprints, we look for broken brush.
Sign cutters interpret marks left on the landscape by those who passed on through.
It turns on a light bulb every single time we see something.
Sometimes the signs are obvious, like footprints.
But you can see where somebody stepped and kind of slid right there.
Footprints can reveal a group size. Their depth and color can show when a group passed by.
The impact of the footprint will tell us a lot of things. It'll tell us either if it's maybe somebody that's carrying somebody else on their back, or they're carrying something.
But many times the signs are harder to read. A torn cobweb, an overturned stone. In this case, a broken branch.
We take into account the height of the wildlife that will be in the area. A lot of this area is covered either by, it's either rabbits or it could be coyotes. So obviously if it's at a bush level where it's up to my chest, I know that definitely a person had to have gone through that trail.
Knowing agents are trained to read the signs, smugglers try to hide them.
They'll put sponges on their shoes. Additionally, they'll take blankets and they'll cut blankets into squares and tie them over their shoes like booties.
Sometimes they'll be brushed out with twigs or with a long piece of a brush. And those disturbances add on to our suspicion.
We're at a place called Corte Madera at an elevation of nearly 5,000 feet. In the wintertime, temps can drop here below freezing, and in the summer hit a blazing 115 degrees. In this place of extremes, a sign cutter's job can change in an instant.
If an alien is not able to keep up with the rest of the group, the criminal smuggling organization will merely just leave the person behind. And they'll leave them to wander out in the middle of nowhere for days. And many times they don't have food, they don't have water, and we'll come across them, and at that point we change our hat from a law enforcement hat to a life-saving hat, more or less.
That's what happened to this woman last year. Trackers found her suffering from a head wound. Over the past 5 years, agents rescued 123 migrants in San Diego.
At that point, it's human life. So if someone is in distress, they're very happy to see us.
Saving lives, protecting the border, using age-old techniques that are never out of date.
Without a doubt, it is the crux of what we do. The technological advances we have are outstanding and they've helped us in many ways. But the bare bones of what we do does come back down to sign cutting.
On our day with the Border Patrol, there were lots of signs, but none that led anywhere. Agents think they were probably left a few days prior. But on any given day, agents say following those signs can lead them right into the path of migrants and smugglers. Nancy Aziz, San Diego 6 News.
Boy, very interesting story.
Yeah, and a lot of work for them to just walk through those trails and keep their eyes open.
Very busy, no doubt.